What is up, guys? Leaf Erickson here with another video. And real quick, before I start this video, I want to say thank you so much for all of you who have subscribed the last couple of days. We're getting really close to the 100 subscriber milestone on this channel, and I do appreciate every single one of you who has subscribed. And if you haven't subscribed yet and you do like this video, please hit that subscribe button. It helps out a lot and it means a lot. And I hope you guys enjoy this video. So, anyways, we got a Battle of the Ohios this week, and we have the Bengals versus the Browns. And right now, if you look right here, these two teams are actually pretty close in stats. Besides, one's passing more, one's playing rushing a lot better. So, anyways, if you look at their offenses, Bengals are 24th, Browns are 18th. So their offenses are pretty decently close to each other there. Their defense, Bengals have the fourth best defense in the league. I did not know that. That is, a huge thing right there. And the Browns have the eighth best defense. So, there's only four spots between there. These are two really close teams. Obviously, the Bengals have Jamar Chase, and they're going to be passing a lot more. And so they're eighth in passing rank, which is really good. So they're top 10 defense and offensive passing, where the Browns on the other side are only 26th in passing. They have Nick Chubb, so they're going to run the ball a lot more, which is why they are sixth in rushing yards this year, where the Bengals don't really have a strong runner so far, and they rely heavily on Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase to get things going, which is where I think this game could get really interesting. So I think this is going to be a really low scoring, close game. I don't think this is going to be a shootout, but I mean, I could be wrong. Easily, the Browns could upset the Bengals here today if the Browns can get Nick Chubb going early and get him over 20 touches. I believe that could be enough to really milk the clock, keep Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow on the sideline and not give them many opportunities to keep going, because Joe Burrow is the most sacked quarterback. I think Myles Garrett will get a few sacks today and maybe even some other, open up the door for a couple of his buddies to get in there and sack, Joe Burrow, because let's be real, the Bengals offensive line is really bad, and Burrow just does a really good job as just taking it as like, all right, whatever, I got sacked. Let's go. Let's get this first down on the next play. So, in order for this to work, the Browns are going to have to get him on third downs, get him in third and long situations, get that sack to force them to punt, and, just play really solid defense tonight, along with, like I said, using the run game effectively to milk the clock as much as possible and keep the Bengals offense off the field. So I just want to look at the stats real quick here. We'll look at Joe Burrow's first. If you look at him, man, if you look at just for touchdown interception ratio, if you take out the first week against the Steelers, he has been on fire with his touchdown interception ratio, with it being, I believe, was it 13-1 interception since week one, which is amazing, especially with how much he gets hit every week. If you look here, he's been sacked 24 times already. So Joe Burrow, man, he's been just lights out, and it's kind of been going under the radar a little bit with his quarterback play, because other people have just like done so well today, like Jalen Hurts and Tua. They've done so good this year that they're shadowing what Joe Burrow has done so far this year. But you cannot take away the fact that Joe Burrow is absolutely a really good quarterback, probably elite quarterback at this point. And he does not get enough credit with what he's been doing. And he's put up already, let's see here, for this year, he's through for over 2,000 yards already, averaging about 8 yards a pass, which isn't too bad. They do a lot of crossing routes and stuff. Sacked 24 times, that's crazy. But his QB rating is 102 still so far this year, and he's just playing real good. And also his rushing yards, I believe these are the rushing stats here. He has 3 rushing touchdowns already. He does have 3 fumbles, but that happens sometimes, especially when your offensive line is so bad. You're bound to get a couple strips on you, and there's nothing you can really do about it. But he does his best ability to, take what he can. If he gets in a bad situation, the next play he's already forgot about it and trying to do what he can to win. He has that winner mentality, and Joe Burrow is like, he's a guy, man, and the Bengals are so lucky that they have him. along with Jamar Chase, which I'll go into his stuff real quick too, so you can see those. So Jamar Chase this year's already got 6 touchdowns and man, freaking already 605 yards receiving. So he's easily going to get over 1,000 again, possibly even maybe hit close to 2,000. These two like each other a lot. And, he does have one fumble on the year, but it is what it is. Jamar Chase is a guy, he's so good, and you can't take nothing away from him. He's definitely one of the top receivers in the league, and him and Burrow together are just amazing. And I'm excited to see what they do tonight against the Browns defense, which is, I think, pretty good. I think they'll be fine. I think they're going to get up to Burrow a lot. I think this is, like I said, I think this is going to be a really close game. Now let's go to Jacoby Brissett. He hasn't had the greatest year so far. He hasn't, he's been up and down throughout his career. But so far he's got 6 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. He's not really the main focus of the offense of the Browns, though. The main focus of the offense in the Browns is Nick Chubb in the running game. He's more of a game manager. I mean, he's still thrown for 1,500 yards this year, averaging about 7 yards per attempt. And, he does at least have a positive touchdown to interception ratio. And he's been sacked 14 times. But like I said, this team mostly runs the ball. So it's not that's not this is his job is just to game manage pretty much. So I think he can do enough when he needs to in order to help the Browns win games. But let's go over the Nick Chubb, the man of the real hour for the Browns. And as you can see, he's already got 8 touchdowns for the year, already matched last year's total, and 9 receptions as well, with no touchdowns yet receiving. But like I said, he's a rushing dog, already getting up there, almost over 1,000 yards rushing already. He'll probably have that within the next couple of days, over 1,000. So if Chubb can get going, if Myles Garrett and those guys can keep the pressure on Joe Burrow, the Browns have a chance to upset the Bengals. But I think the Bengals offense is so good and they can score so fast on you that even if the Browns can continue, the Browns have to get up early and they have to get up by quite a bit in order for the Browns to win. So if they can make a couple big turnovers early in the game, the Browns do have a chance to win this game and milk the clock out because their running game is so good. But the Bengals, I do have the Bengals winning this game, but like I've been saying, I could see the Browns easily upsetting the Bengals in this game tonight. It all depends on early game. As long as they can the Browns get up to a big lead early, then they can start milking the clock running. But their key to winning this game is keeping Joe Burrow on the sideline as long as possible, not giving him a lot of time to be out there and making big plays, and using Nick Chubb as much as possible. They really need to rely on Nick Chubb tonight. They need to give him at least more than 20 attempts at running to get him going, wear down that defense on the other side, and that's pretty much how this game's got to go. And that's my analysis of it. If you like what you heard, you think I'm right, let me know down below. If you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button. It really does mean a lot, and I'll be putting out videos pretty much every single day, so you'll always have some kind of content. I try to cover as much NFL news as possible. And anyways, that's it for this video. I got the Bengals winning, but I could see the Browns definitely, if they can get things going early, having a big upset. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.